Some of my most fond, vivid memories as a kid were going down to my basement. A usually poorly lit, gray, and honestly pretty depressing space. But there was one object that made it feel a lot more alive: my Wii U. Every day after school, my little brother and I would run downstairs and boot up that Wii U, where we spent the little time we were allowed playing New Super Mario Bros. U, Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart Wii Sports, and whatever other Wii U games we were obsessed with at the time. Most days usually ended with us fighting, whether it was over a power-up in New Super Mario Bros. U, a blue shell in Mario Kart, or something stupid. It would always end with our parents shutting down the Wii U because of somebody crying or us yelling too loud. But those are memories that have stuck with me even now, and moments this console helped shape for so many. The Wii U was a console that facilitated connection for so many households, including mine, and represented an era and culture of Nintendo that is seemingly lost today. In this video, I want to talk about this era of Nintendo and appreciate the Wii U for the console it was, regardless of its shortcomings and failures. This era of Nintendo was the one I grew up with me now just turning 18. Starting from the Wii to the 3DS, and finally to the Wii U, these consoles defined a huge part of my childhood. I started off the Wii when I was around 8 or so, and I used to play that thing non-stop. Whether I was going on a road trip with my family, or playing it in that same basement I was talking about previously. It ruled my life for a while, until it got taken away forever because they wanted to put us in some extracurriculars, which in hindsight was probably good for me. Eventually though, that faded, and a few years later my parents decided it's time to get me a 3DS and a Wii U, which I talk about the 3DS in a previous video. If you want to check it out, I got a link right here. But anyways, the highlight of today's video is the Wii U. I was incredibly late to the party as the Switch had just come out and the Wii U released all the way back in 2012. But still, it was undoubtedly the best console I had at the time. While now I don't own one, I always look back fondly on it as it facilitated so many memories for me. It's hard to start this video without talking about the gamepad. The gamepad was the main gimmick of this console, allowing you to play kinda remotely from the TV, acting as a sort of different screen, and while it was pretty gimmicky and unused by so many games, when it was used, it was a nice quirk that added to the unique and weird experience this console gave you, and showcases a Nintendo that wasn't afraid to experiment. What was so great about this era, and the Wii U, was the personality and identity Nintendo had at the time. It bled into every single console they made and is lackluster today. The Switch is definitely a better console than the Wii U in almost every way, but what makes me more intrigued by this era is just the love poured into every tiny single thing in this console. The hub itself was proof of that. Wara Wara Plaza was always so bustling with life, showing you random Miis and some drawings or notes written by other people, which made it feel so home-like and connected. Wii U chat was also a cool feature that allowed you to, as the name implies, chat with other Wii U owners, kind of like a social media of sorts. Nowadays this would not track well with the internet as we know it, and would most definitely be a breeding ground for weird people, but at the time it was a nice way to communicate with other people about your favorite games or talk to friends. The music has also been a big part of why the Wii U feels so amazing to play on. Whether you are navigating the settings, sitting in the plaza, or checking the eShop for new games, the music really helps you immerse yourself into the atmosphere of this console. Unfortunately though, Miiverse shut down a while ago, so the hub is now empty. But thankfully there have been an awesome group of people that have restored it, creating a service named Pretendo, which is an open source project that acts as a replacement for Nintendo Network, allowing you to once again connect your Wii U and 3DS online. This restored services like Wara Wara Plaza, Wii U Chat, and various games like Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, and Super Mario Maker. Now, to access Nintendo, you need to mod your console, which I will get into shortly right after I talk about the library of games you have access to. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, this console barely dropped any games for the Wii U itself, and that's a bummer. But what it did have going for it is its backward compatibility with the Wii, allowing you to play every Wii game natively, using the same Wiimote without having to go out and buy a different one for the Wii U. For those with the Wii, that might have made this console redundant and unnecessary, causing poor sales, alongside the horrible marketing Nintendo put out. But for people who don't own a Wii, or didn't own a Wii, this console is great for that. The Wii U also had Virtual Console, which is one of the reasons most people came back to this console, as it is an amazing device for playing all the classics from the NES to the GameCube. But today, this console is mainly used to mod, allowing you to, like I said, connect to the network using Nintendo, but it also allows you to play Virtual Console games again and GameCube games natively, while also allowing you to play Wii games online. Mainly though, modding this console allows you to
Are ya ready, kids?
so many games that Nintendo have, for the most part, made unavailable to purchase, and is most likely the perfect box for all your games from every Nintendo era. This is the main selling point of this console in 2026, and why it'll definitely be the next console I buy, so I can relive my memories of this console from nearly a decade ago, and experience even more games I didn't get when I first bought it. For the time, it was extremely easy to dog on this console for its gimmicky features, less than straightforward marketing, and lack of new games. But this console has really grew on a lot of people because there are many unique features that are just not seen today, and a type of experimentation that you just don't see from Nintendo anymore. This made the Wii U a one-of-a-kind console that cannot be replicated, and a great encapsulation of those times for Nintendo. While the Wii U wasn't the end of Nintendo, not even close to it, and the Switch is seen by many, including me, as a vastly superior console in most aspects, being the true successor to the Wii U's innovation and really perfecting the ideas it had, the Wii U is a special console that lives in the hearts of many and was the end of an outstanding era of console for Nintendo.